What is up, you guys? Today, Nvidia had another great day, up about 2%. And I did nothing as far as Nvidia, right? I didn't go long at all. I sat here and I watched our day trading bot. Look at this. Literally scalp each and every single move. And some days it's just like that, right? We've been bullish on Nvidia for the past couple of days. We've been talking about how we thought price was going to bounce off of our discount zone. If you take your fib on the daily from swing low up to swing high, you're going to see that the area we normally bounce at is called the institutional buy zone or the golden pocket. Now, on this bigger time frame, we're watching for the bounce. We're looking for higher lows into higher highs on the BX trender, which is this indicator down here. This is showing if big money's actually stepping in to push this up. On top of that, we saw there was $22 million in confirmed call options that came through on Tuesday. We also had Jensen, who was speaking Wednesday, and this is where we saw that big breakout. So from this point, right, the reason I was not following our trading bot, even though it was firing all day within the Discord, I just sat there and watched it go off all day. The reason I didn't follow is because of market structure on the 1 hour. Now, this did break, so there is a pretty good chance that we might see Nvidia back up at 130, which is not a high that we were expecting. So we know that we have this longer time frame market structure, that our discount range was down between 100 to 106. We saw that bounce. But if we take a Fibonacci retracement from this high down to this low, you're going to notice that our smart money level is sitting right here at about $115 to $116. So I was expecting a potential rejection here on Nvidia, and worst case, I was expecting to see price take one more rejection back down to fill the gap into our institutional buying range, potentially one more time. So we were playing this entire move up, but stopped playing it around this level. Well, we missed out on the most recent move over the past day, so another 2-3%. And there's still a chance that we could see price reject off of this level tomorrow. You can see after hours, we actually are down. And on top of that, we have what's called fair value gaps that are sitting within this level. Basically, when we get these massive price sell-offs and breakouts, we get a redistribution. So you can see that when we have this gap here, and then we have this sell-off, this is called a fair value gap. And it's not a lot that we talk about these, but in most cases, when we get these types of sell-off, price is going to pull back into these areas before continuing the potential trend. So you're going to notice here, like if we remove this, we have all of these fair value gaps here. So these are fair value gaps. They ended up getting filled. You can see here, fair value gaps did not end up getting filled yet. Here was a fair value gap, ended up coming back and getting filled. So in most cases, when we see these massive sell-offs, big money who didn't have time to short or liquidate their positions, normally we get price to redistribute back into that area before a potential rejection. So that's why I turned that off on Nvidia and I was not playing the bot. If you want to learn more about all of the indicators that you see in this video, as well as the proprietary settings and the step-by-step trading system that I've built, you can take all of our courses completely free with the link in the description. Now, if we zoom out at this point to the daily chart, we talk a lot about market structure, but we need to also understand what is our trend, right? We know that if we're looking at price, we're making higher lows. So all of these are showing higher lows, which is a great sign of an uptrend. But if we also look, we can see that price is continuing to make lower highs. So in order for us to see a potential breakout on Nvidia, we need to actually change that. Instead of making lower highs, we have to take out higher highs. That higher high would be up at $130. And so when we're looking at Nvidia for the next couple of weeks, what I realistically think is going to happen, this would also line up with seasonality, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I know a lot of people do talk about it. What I think is the best case for Nvidia in the next week and a half is that price does push up on the bigger daily time frame, right? We're through this resistance now in the 1 hour that we just talked about, but we push up into the 120 to 124 area. This is a major area of institutional selling. If you look at last time this happened, at your top left, swing high, swing low. If we actually go back and take a look, same exact type of setup. So we ended up getting, and I'm not going to put all the smart money areas. You guys know this. Price went into the golden pocket, then price comes into the smart money zone and completely rejects. And so what we wanted to see here is we wanted trend to continue. We want a higher high. We didn't end up getting that. So if we let this continue to play out, well, guess what happens now? We can take our Fibonacci retracement from most recent swing high down to most recent swing low. If we do that and we allow this to play out, look at where price comes right up into this most optimal trade entry, into that smart money level. This would have been your most optimal time to short, because if we want structure to break back to the upside, we have to take this high out. That does not occur. So this could have been, our ideal time to short. And I was short up there. I actually just got knocked out of the position, but I stuck to my guns. And from here, you can see that price started to sell off. Now, remember, right? We're looking at this and we're saying to ourselves, well, if we're making higher lows and we're continuing to make lower highs, the probability of this happening one more time is probably high, right? A lot of people don't want to hear that, but I think that that's really what's going to most likely happen. Because if we draw back up these trend lines once again, I think that what's going to really get us to push through this area is going to be a big catalyst. And so I think that we could see a continued run into the end of the year potentially, but in order for that to happen, we have to take that high out. And I just feel that there's more realistically, price will come back into this level. And I think that we'll probably sell off into the end of September, end this month, maybe at 110 to 108, continue in this range, and then eventually break out. I do think Nvidia is going to probably end the year somewhere around 140 to 150, but I wouldn't be surprised if one more pullback happens. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you want to trade alongside of me each and every single day, get access to all of my real-time alerts, private live streams, as well as a trading community of over 800 other traders using the same exact strategy that you see here each and every single day. If you want to join the team, you can use the link in the description to join the private mentorship group. If you don't feel like you're quite ready for that, then take advantage of all of the free courses that we have on our website. Thank you guys for all the support, and I'll see you next time.